Merry Christmas, church family. It's so wonderful to be in the holiday season again, surrounded by lights, warmth, the company of friends and family, and the reminder of the greatest gift of all, Jesus. His birth changed the course of history, and we're a part of that ongoing story right here in San Diego. We're excited to share some incredible God stories of 2024, the moments where heaven collided with earth through your time, actions, and generosity. Meet Brooke, a high school student who's discovered she's meant to be a gift to everyone around her.
So Dave was giving a sermon and he was saying something along the lines of, if you knew how Jesus looked at you, you would walk with a different confidence in your life. And after he said that, there was something in me, I was just like, wow, like it really only matters what Jesus thinks of me. I grew up here in San Diego in Rancho Bernardo, and I came to find this church from one of my mom's friends, actually. I think I was about maybe 10 years old. One day she just invited me and my family to come, and my parents are divorced, so it was just me and my mom and her. I felt really welcomed and I had a good time, but my family isn't really Christian, so it wasn't something that we came to again. This place always kind of like left a memory in my head, like I always kind of thought about it. In 8th grade, it was Christmas Eve, and I was with my dad. For some reason, I just felt called to come here. I fell in love with this church. It was an amazing experience just being here, singing, like worshiping is my favorite thing to do. Being in the presence of God, like I never felt that way before. After that, I decided to keep coming on Sundays, but then it came to a point where my parents didn't want to go with me anymore. And so it was really hard at first, but that I think was a good thing for me because then I was able to go to Rise. I was really nervous because I was like, I don't know anyone, I don't know any leaders, I don't know any people here. I met Kayla Flores and she automatically made me feel so welcome. I have a lot of questions about faith because I haven't grown up in a Christian family, so I don't really get to talk about it a lot. It's really great that I can ask her any questions I have and she can help lead me in the right direction. I used to care a lot about what others thought of me and hid my faith and like didn't want to show people like that I love God because I didn't want people to think I was weird or anything. But I think that's like my mission. Like I feel like Jesus is really calling me to show my family his love, and I think I was put in this family for a reason. My life's forever changed in an amazing way. Without these generous people, I wouldn't be where I am now, and I'm so incredibly thankful for that.
Merry Christmas. We are excited and honored to share time with you again. And as we think about this Advent season, Jesus made this beautiful statement where he said, I am light in darkness. That's why I'm coming. And I think in this season, allowing ourselves to pause, especially after that video we just watched, and think about the power of light in otherwise a dark one. And when Jesus was describing that, it wasn't talking about like black darkness or night darkness. He was just talking about the hope in an otherwise hopeless moment.
Yeah. And watching that story, I think it's just that reminder that God's light finds you wherever you are, whatever age you are. And when God marks a human being and says, I'm coming and I'm going to find you, he finds you.
That's right.
And the light finds you in any moment. And even when we're not in situations, like I'm sure for Brooke, she's not going, I'm in darkness.
Right.
But once you start to step into the light, and I love that Jesus phrases himself that way, I am the light. It's one of 7 I am statements that he makes where he says, I am the gate, I am the light. And he's defining himself based off these cosmic realities that are all around us. And it's really what Christmas is about. It's about the light has come. And here we are, moving towards the winter solstice, where the sun is the furthest it can be from us. And it's just that reminder, the light is on its way back to our northern hemisphere. The light of the world literally is coming, and the light of the world in Jesus Christ is coming.
I love this verse. It says, when Jesus spoke again to the people, he said this, I'm the light of the world. Whoever follows me, and I love this, will never walk in darkness, but have the light of life, and I think about the power of following Jesus. That's where the light happens. I love the picture too, where he's like, follow me. Don't get ahead of me. Don't get on the side. But like when you follow Jesus, there's this path that's just lit. And I think in every one of our lives, and I love this season because it's such a reflective season. But I wonder even for you as you gather either around a device and watch this, or you're with a family or a loved one, there's always areas of our life that we're going, man, this feels dark. This feels hopeless. And I think the question is, and the reminder is, whatever it is in your life that feels like it may be dim or not illuminated, there's a promise, just follow me. And light will begin to open up around it.
That verse says the light of life. And one of the things that John talks about in John 10:10 is the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But I have come that you may have life, life to the full, abundant life. And Christmas is just that reminder that there's seasons we go through. You may be in one right now where life is not abundant. It's dark. There's not light. And Christ has come. He literally comes into this world. He comes as a gift to us through grace that we can have life abundantly. I don't know Brooke well, but I know a lot of folks who know her here, and I've seen her serve communion a lot. And it's really apparent when you see her. She's filled with abundant life.
And I think that the reminder too is like, there is so much goodness that God has given us. And there's such a tendency to focus on what's not. And, I think even as you gather, what if you just begin to say, what is good? What is light? What is beautiful? What is blessing? Because I love this verse. I say it all the time that God inhabits, or he enthrones the praise of his children. In other words, what Scripture says is what we praise, and when we praise and we worship something, God can sit on the throne of that. And so when we say, oh, my marriage is no good, or my finances are no good, or my job's no good, the Scripture says God can't sit on the throne of that. But he can sit on the throne of praise. And I think that in this moment even, just to say, God, I praise you for something that you've done in my life, even if other things aren't good, there is good, and I praise you for that because you sit on the throne of that. And so I even think right now, as you sit with your family or you sit by yourself, if you begin to write down what are the things that are good, what is the light that God is breathing and bringing into your world, because you get to celebrate that in this season.
That's beautiful. It cultivates gratitude when we have the opportunity just to sit down and remind ourselves of the light that's in our lives.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King, peace on earth and mercy righteousness, light and life to all he brings, risen with healing in his wings. Mild he raised his glory by, born that we no more may die, born to raise us from the earth, born to give a second birth. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
Thanks for tuning in. You are a gift, and we're excited to keep hearing the incredible God stories that come from your investment in our mission to bring heaven to earth as we combat poverty and raise up the next generation of Go First leaders. You can join us in our goal to raise $2 million to fuel our mission in 2025 by visiting crb.gives. We'd love to see you at one of our Christmas Eve services at any of the times below. And remember, God has a gift for you in every moment this December. Take the time to slow down, take a breath, and see all the blessings God has given in this season. Merry Christmas.